What's going on? It's July 6, 2018. To my left,
Monye.
Peyton.
Jake.
And I'm Brandon. This is Kickback Gaming. What the fuck is going on?
What up? We don't got shit to drink on today.
Well,
that was
B got the Rockstar going.
Rockstar. There's no
Living like a
intoxication.
Rockstar.
No type of liquid. No type of.
I went to BurgerFi right before I came here. They got a special drink in their soda machine, like a lime.
A special drink.
That sounds
like a
not
lime.
so special.
It's like a.
It's like a special concoction that they do just there.
What's
Just
so
like if you,
special
I don't.
about it?
It's just
You said lime,
it's a
that's all.
lime. It's a lime flavored soda that doesn't have a brand and it's only at
it's
BurgerFi.
poppin'.
It's popping.
So it's lime carbonation.
It's a limerita.
Yeah, it's like have you been to McDonald's recently?
No.
Nope.
If you do, they have a special like tropical Sprite that you can only get at McDonald's.
I thought you can get that shit from like
Nah.
QT. I think I've gotten a remix.
The one it's not remix. It's not
It's
remix.
not Sprite.
It's
It's
not
not Sprite.
remix.
I'm going to get it today. That's enough. That's enough.
He's like,
It's not remix.
I'm going there today. There's no need to worry about it. No worries.
It's one
not
around the
remix.
corner. Somewhere
Yeah,
around the
So fuck that.
What,
When I get to the crib.
what McDonald's isn't
So what's
like.
going on, everybody? What's going on? What's everybody been playing?
Shoot. I actually I downloaded the Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
But have you played it?
Yeah, I played it. That's what I was about. That's
Is
what I was
it
getting
lit?
at.
No, you
I
know
played it because I always need my competitive fix, and I'm kind of like burnt out on Overwatch, which I've been talking about for like the past 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I still need that. And so first person,
Hey, if you're playing PvP, I'll download and play with you.
There you go.
Yeah.
I will say Black Ops 3 is one of my favorite Call of
listen,
Duties,
listen.
multiplayer-wise.
I play Call of Duty, my nigga.
You suck,
You
shut up.
played Call of Duty.
No,
it sounded like you weren't
I don't
really
think
interested.
you
though.
played.
I don't think.
There was a point in his time. There was a point in time Peyton's life where he
Hold on,
was.
hold on.
He said, "Nah, I play
On
Call of Duty."
Call of Duty.
What I want you to understand is, and you can back me up here if you think it's true or not.
It's not true.
Once you play, you play.
Oh, once
Yeah.
you play,
What do you mean once you play?
Once you play a
Like,
certain
what-
game, you play. Like it doesn't really.
even with Call of Duty,
maybe.
No, even-
but
no.
if you don't use it, you lose it. You
I'd
know
say-
what's going on.
No,
absolutely.
I wouldn't say that to an extent. Even if it's for like a couple of rounds, if you're playing in those rounds, you're fucking playing in
Like-
those rounds. Like you're.
When I got on Titanfall, I was like, oh yeah, I can play this shit. It's easy. I'm in there. I mean, bodying niggas. I mean,
That's
going
that's
20,
what it is right
going
there.
20 and 3.
Guess what? I'm
the
trash.
first time
If
playing
you trash,
it.
you're trash.
I mean,
I'm trash. I'm trash.
my Twitch shooter hands are cool.
You're not counting the bots though, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
They don't count the bots
They
in
don't
those
count-
kills.
Oh, they don't? Okay.
No, they don't
I haven't
count
played
the bots.
Titanfall
Way to get
forever.
specific.
It
Who's
has
next?
its own section.
What you been playing, Pillow?
I bought that Mario Tennis Aces, and let me tell you something. Hardest game I've ever bought. I've not won.
I watched.
I've not won one time.
I watched Video Game Donkey do his review on that.
Man, they're whooping my ass online. I mean, I can't win one. I mean, I think I won one. I think I got one
I think
win.
it's like it's so many specials in that
It's
game.
not-
Or
it's-
so
it's-
it
it's not
seems
the
easy.
specials.
It seems easy to
It's
get
not.
up that bar though. Whatever.
No, it's not. Because you can force your opponent not to get their bar. You can force them to burn it early if you're good.
Oh, so
and
they-
that's what people
so
do
they
to me.
finessing you.
Yeah, they're forcing me to use my meter before I want to, so I never get my super or I never have enough to counter them. And that if you're nice, you can pressure them back.
So did you start the game late? Or you got in the game
I
late?
think I got it like 2 weeks late. But I played the beta or whatever they released that free thing. I mean, I'm cool at it.
I'm just saying. So
I
basically,
could definitely beat you.
so like you.
Whoa.
Well, obviously, because
Oh.
I don't. First off, I don't
Whoa.
have a Switch for the record. Put that
So
in there.
moving on.
Wait, and then I've been playing. I'm still playing Assassin's Creed
There you go,
Origins. It's my opinion has been changing. I mean, me and Jay talked about it a little bit before the
Slowly,
show. I'm feeling it a little more than I was, last week. It's progressively getting better. It's still Assassin's Creed, and I think it was the hype machine built the game up for me. Just the gaming community,
Hype beast.
the gaming community in general, just saying how great the game is, and I go in and I play it, and it's still just Assassin's Creed. So once I got over that, it wasn't the best game ever created in the world, like everybody was saying it was. Like I'm enjoying what it is,
Okay.
which is Assassin's Creed.
I've been playing Halo Wars 2.
There
Of
we
course.
go. He's got no
Of
games.
course.
Always. No, but so
We just gotta
I'm
get
having
off
some
of me.
issues with my TV situation, so I've been on my PC. So I've been playing a lot of Fortnite and Ghost Recon Wildlands, trying to finish that.
We
God
should,
damn, that game is so long.
Let's next time you're playing Fortnite, let me know. I've been playing on the Switch a lot.
Okay, yeah, I actually tried it out. Even if your Xbox account is tied to the PC account, you can still play PC to PS4.
Yeah,
I always thought that was an issue.
yeah, no, you can.
Okay,
PC
so,
to PS4.
yeah. But
No,
now I finally found
I'm
that
playing
out.
on the Switch. I play like 1 or 2 games a night. It's fine for that. I just don't
You
understand.
just can't do it. You can't do multiple.
I just don't understand people out here like playing 4 or 5,
Yes.
6. Because when I play,
get bored.
When I play,
I get bored.
I'm like number 1, number 2. So then I'm like,
You're
all right,
like,
cool.
okay,
all right, cool. I got my fix. Like,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
And I'm not even super nice. I'm like, I kind of build and whatever.
No, I don't even build. I
build.
suck
He's
at
like,
it.
I just straight
I suck at it.
running gun.
I'm trash at building in that game.
What
about you, B?
Playing anything, B? ain't played a damn thing.
No, I have. All right. First off, I'm always on 2K.
Playing with his dog.
he's always
So
on
if
2K.
you see me online, Blanco87, get at me. I'm gonna use the Celtics. I'm gonna trash you.
I need a new mic. I don't like this.
I'm gonna trash you.
You gotta send me the link to that mic.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
you sound way too clear.
Yes, sir.
You gotta send me that link to that mic.
I don't like this.
They what else? And I've been playing. Of course, I've been playing. The Grand Theft. I'm playing Grand Theft, but I haven't been online. I've kind of been just getting back.
The story is
Into
still
the game.
the story though is
story.
lit.
The story is good, but also since everyone else isn't playing and
Hear the difference?
Yeah.
we've been playing. When me and Peyton tried to play online, it just kept kicking us out of the party, and it was just so trash.
But I
It
will
was
say,
so trash, so I
PlayStation
just
problems.
started playing.
you know what? After
playing
that,
regular story.
after that, I just got on that motherfucker and started playing online, doing races like I always used to. It's still super fun. It's still so much fun. I get on there and I just do races. Like,
If they can just figure out what this connectivity issue is, like,
I don't even know if they know, which is the crazy
PlayStation.
thing.
but I'm
Here we
pretty
go.
sure
Nothing
like
wrong
we've
with
been
PlayStation.
trying to get. I'm pretty
It's
sure
a service for that game.
It might be PlayStation.
It might be PlayStation.
we don't even know ourselves.
We
so
don't know.
we're
I don't play any. Jay's the only one of us that plays anywhere else. So
I mean, he plays
does
on
it do that
PC.
anywhere else? Does it do it on
I mean,
Xbox? Or have you played it recently?
I play it on PC and on Xbox, apart from PS4.
Have you played it
and-
since Doomsday? Like really, really played it?
Yes,
Like legit.
Since the Doomsday, yes, because I did the actual heist, and
okay.
no, it doesn't. It didn't disconnect on Xbox then, but I have been disconnected on Xbox before. So I mean, it could also just be
Is it?
Rockstar,
Is it?
Rockstar just being
But-
overwhelmed.
Lifestyle.
the way you guys are describing it.
lifestyle.
I would say that this sounds like a PlayStation problem.
Yeah, I think it is just because
'Cause
the party chat being messed up and it's
Because I know my cousin, for the life of him, unless he's directly connected, he cannot play.
Like,
he
if
literally
it's
gets
not
hard.
internet,
You mean hardline?
It's
He,
not hard.
he has to be using the
Hardline is just the best way for me to, avoid all issues. I just hardline. my
Oh,
shit.
just to avoid the opportunity.
I even
for something to
switched.
go
I
wrong.
switched. I was playing in the living room where I have the wireless connection. I got to figure out how to get a wire out there. I'm gonna do something about that. But I went in the room and it didn't fix it. Dropped him still.
Oh.
Damn.
Dropped me too. Well, it didn't drop me. It was dropping them. And I don't know if it was my internet not holding them as the host because I was hosting. I don't know. It could have been a multitude of things.
Right. So what we got today, fellas?
What we got today? What was
well,
it?
for starters, it's
no,
whack.
we're missing.
We're missing a segment, bro. We're
Come
skipping
on.
a segment.
We're skipping a segment.
Oldie but goodie, man.
Oldie but goodie.
Oldie but goodie.
Oh, I can't think of any oldie but goodie.
Every
you're
week,
so young, man.
every week he says the same
you
shit.
said the same shit every week.
You gonna have to. Cause
You say the
I
same
gotta
thing
think
every
about
week.
this.
He was like, I want to go last.
Oh, I got a good one too. I got a good one.
I gotta think about
Let
it.
me go ahead and listen.
Go ahead, go with
I'll
your
go.
good
All
one.
right. N64 Mission Impossible game.
I never played that.
What?
Nah, I never
Neither
played
have I.
that.
Oh my god, man, that game was so good. That game was so great.
I got one.
What's up?
Remember?
Sorry to interrupt you. Think of Hitman, but for the N64. That's really what it was.
That's dope.
Okay, go ahead.
That's dope. Hitman games, classic, all of them. Remember? Was it R-Type?
I don't know.
R-Type, kind of like a Galaga shooter.
I don't know.
You don't remember, B?
Yeah, I do.
We
know
had
what
it
you're
on.
talking about. Super Nintendo.
No, Game Boy.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Game Boy.
It's kind of like a Galaga,
But it wasn't straight up. It was to the right.
It was a
to the
scroller.
right. It was a scroller
to the right.
Scroller shooter, and you were a ship.
Yeah, and you could like get different things and
Get different power ups and
get
stuff.
different power ups. And shit.
One of my favorite childhood games. Played that a lot.
I did also play that
Played
game
that a lot.
Oh, I got it. I just thought about it. Oh my god! And I wish they would make this remake. I'm sorry. I even got the mic, the headphones on, and I still did it. I was just so passionate about this game, dude.
It's Kingdom Hearts.
No, I'm so passionate about this game.
Small
I
Star
really hope
Well,
they remake
say
it. Mario Strikers on the Wii.
Oh yeah, that's
And
coming.
you-
They come
and
Mario
so
Soccer.
is that-
Mario Soccer.
But
You know
like
it's
that,
coming.
I'm talking about Mario Strikers though, my nigga. Have you played the Mario Strikers?
Yeah,
Why are you saying it like that?
Cause
You want those crazy?
Strikers.
You want those crazy?
Strikers.
The Mario Tennis Aces plays like strikers.
Really?
Yes.
But did you ever have a chance to play Mario Strikers? That I feel like that game is kind of ahead of its time.
I feel like one of my cousins maybe had it.
Dude, that
and
game was so good.
The Wii, right? You said the
Yes,
Wii.
on the Wii. Like not Wii U, it was on the Wii.
No, I
Mario-
can't remember, to be honest.
Like the actual Mario characters was like the captains, and then you got to choose like your 3 other like side characters as your as your teammates, and they had their own little abilities and powers, and then they
No.
had, that was such a good
Because I
game.
never had the Wii, and anyone else that really had the Wii, we really never
Wii
played
is
R-Type.
something everybody should always have in their arsenal.
I think I have two.
Does that look
I
familiar?
have 2 of them, but I'm not sure of like the. There's one I don't remember the name for sure. I know Payne's gonna.
Money,
remember.
this doesn't look familiar.
We played that a lot.
No.
We played that game. So
I guess it was just me and you, B.
yeah. So
Show 'em
the
Mario
first,
Strikers.
so the first game. The first game was Hey, remember that 007 game we played? I think it might have been PS1, and it was third person.
PS1, third person.
It was a third person 007 game. It wasn't GoldenEye. It was,
Tomorrow Never Dies?
No,
might-
before Tomorrow Never
it was
Dies.
before that.
There was one before Tomorrow Never
was-
Dies?
it
Because I
was-
thought it was GoldenEye 2 Tomorrow Never Dies.
Nah, it was before GoldenEye. It might have been, or around the same time.
The World's Not Enough.
The World's Not Enough.
The World's Not Enough is after Tomorrow Never Dies.
Is it?
Yeah. Tomorrow Never Dies.
It might be Tomorrow Never Dies.
Jumping that knowledge.
Whichever one that was.
Because I was a fan of the 90s James Bond movies.
We had a
It was Tomorrow Never Dies.
It was Tomorrow Never Dies?
Tomorrow Never Dies.
had a great time playing that game.
I never played that. That's why I didn't know it was third
yeah,
person.
no.
Yes,
It was third
It was
person.
like third.
It was a fun game, man.
They don't make games like that
And
anymore.
then what was the name of that game, Peyton? Where it had like, I don't want to say the off-brand Marvel characters, but it had Wolverine, it had
Oh,
the Thing,
man.
it had Johnny Storm, it had Spider-Man.
Was that PS2?
What kind of game was it?
I don't remember.
It's a
Was it
fighting
a
game.
beat 'em up?
It was like it's
It's a fighting game.
It's a fighting game or beat 'em up?
It's a fighting game. And it had like an interactive stage. We could pick up cars and shit and throw them at each other. and-
that sounds like a beat 'em up.
It wasn't a beat him up. It was me versus him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but the stage was a nice stage. I
So it
wanna-
was
Marvel
side-scroller.
Nemesis.
Nemesis. Great game.
Marvel Nemesis. It had Spider-Man,
Spider-
Wolverine.
great game.
And it was like, it wasn't post-apocalyptic, but it was like
Borderline.
a dark,
Yeah, it was darker.
gritty world.
So was it like
and
Flashpoint type of style?
dystopian. It was
Yeah,
definitely dystopian.
So no Flashpoint
Iron
type.
stage.
Iron Man. and
The boards, they were completely interactive. Like you could pick up and throw whatever, cars and buses and shit. And you could
Rise
jump.
of the Imperfects.
That was it. That's the one. Had a great time
Sounds like
playing that game.
Injustice or something.
It was like
Injustice before Injustice.
Before
dropped.
Injustice.
Definitely. A lot of
Okay,
like,
that says a
and it
lot.
wasn't like it wasn't like, you know how Injustice kind of has the classic you know,
like 3D,
classic
2D.
view.
it was 3D
But
like Naruto.
it wasn't like that in the Nemesis.
It was definitely like Naruto.
It was like Naruto.
Naruto.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? So it was
okay.
it was a great game, man. That's the only game I ever played with the Thing. You know what I mean? The Human Torch, and
Nobody
at
showed the Thing
time,
love.
Nobody ever showed the Thing love. The Human Torch. There were a couple other people on there that
Check
I
it
don't
out.
remember, but it was a good game.
EA made this game.
Oh.
Back when EA was fire.
This was when, I remember
Back
seeing
when
this at an
EA
E3.
was
I remember seeing
fire.
this at an E3.
That game was
Yeah.
fire.
That was on
super-
PlayStation 1?
PlayStation 2.
Oh, two.
Yeah,
Back when fucking
that game was fire, bro.
EA was
You said
dope.
Tomorrow Never Dies on PS1.
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
I gotta see some
Rise
type of
Fun,
gameplay.
perfect.
fun game, man.
I need to see some type of gameplay.
Fun game, man.
Bro,
Like,
that is
gameplay.
Well, I mean, like
Fighting.
yeah,
That was when the intro when they came in and stuff, but like it was fun. They had Storm in there.
It still looks fun.
I think they had Phoenix in there.
That's gameplay right
oh, dang,
there.
they actually
Yeah, bro.
it's definitely on some Naruto.
yeah.
It was fun, man.
Super fire.
It was fun, man. We had a good
Definitely,
time. It was fun,
definitely
man.
a fun. I was
Fun
thinking
game.
about that game the other day.
I don't even remember what happened to that game.
Oh, it got lost in the
It's
book of
gone.
games.
Yeah,
It's going into
But that was a
abyss.
fun game. That was a fun game that we would pull out and just if we felt competitive, and we didn't want to play like Blitz
That was EA.
or Dragon Ball
That's
Z.
EA.
You can never
Damn.
get tired.
EA used to be out here
You never
doing
get
their
tired
damn
of
thing, man.
No, EA used to be out here doing
EA
that
used to be out here doing their thing.
that game was definitely fire.
Hurts my heart, EA, what you're doing.
And all the Maddens prior, all the Maddens
Madden-
around that time were great.
You know, Madden is like on sale for like $8 right now.
Man,
18.
That's
Madden
because
18.
it's trash.
I seen a game on there.
It's just
I seen a
$8.
game
It's really glitchy.
I seen a game on that PlayStation sale thing for $1.
That's crazy. I'm about to go home. I'm about to
What
go
was
home
the
and
original
lose my
price,
shit.
though? What was the original price?
Don't know.
I'm about to go home
Like-
and lose my shit on there. I'm just about to be
Like
downloaded forever.
Madden 18 was originally a $60 game, but they had it on sale for $8.
That's because the game probably ended
Well,
up
let me
being
tell you something.
straight
I just don't play
garbage.
Madden anymore, bro.
it's so super
Listen,
generic.
I'm not gonna buy Madden, bro. I haven't enjoyed Madden since PS2.
But this is the one where like you do the story mode and all that.
They've done that before.
I haven't enjoyed Madden since
But
PS2.
I think they did it-
I don't think you're taking that in.
Well, no, I'm talking about because like the year before, I think they did when they did the first integration of the soccer FIFA story mode, and so Madden,
Journey,
and so they were like, let's try to do that with Madden, where it's like a little bit more interactive.
You know what's crazy?
Fair enough.
Madden did that before in like 05.
Yeah, but like I think they
Was it
tried to
05?
make
No,
it-
no.
With
It was later.
the My Career? The
No.
first time they did My Career, when was that?
It wasn't
and
05.
you had to like do the combine and lift weights and like get drafted.
What was the one where like
you always
had
had to get drafted.
What was
you
the-
actually
no.
in the Madden I'm thinking about, you had to do the combine and how you performed in the combine.
I'm not. Don't quote me. I don't think I don't think it's
it was
05.
it was 08.
Yeah, I don't think
It was 08.
05.
No, you know what I'm
Madden
thinking
08.
about? I'm also thinking about NCAA, the one where like the better you got, the better the girlfriend that you got.
Hold on.
got one more game,
Hold on,
bro.
wait. And NCAA used to transfer. You could take that character
Yeah, you used
into
to be able
Madden
to.
and then take him to the combine and get him drafted.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
EA used
I got,
to be on fire.
I got one more game.
EA used to be on fire, man.
I have one more game, bro. NFL 2K5. Probably
Wait,
the best football game I played. Like, hands down, like literally after that, Madden basically just took pieces from that game and just introduced it as a new feature on their game, because 2K5, they made their game $20 that year in 05 so that you could go get both of them. You've been asleep. So you can go get both of them, and that game was so much better. It was so much better than Madden. They had
Bro, they
everything.
dropped the game.
They
They
had
won at 20.
it was so much better. I was trying to put everybody on. I was like, yo, y'all need to play this game. The graphics were better. The plays were better. The controls were better. Everything about that game was
Next
super
year,
lit.
EA bought that
Yup.
that football contract.
Yup.
No more 2K.
No more 2K.
No more 2K football
Because
games.
that game was lit.
That's what made them do it. They saw that game. They were like, "Oh yeah, we don't need no competition."
2K had a
We
chip
don't
on
buy
their
this.
shoulder, but you know what? I mean, karma's a bitch, because after that,
It was never
the
good.
lives were trash after 05. And 05 I didn't even like, but I know a lot of people did.
Yo, was EA did Fight Night?
yes.
They fucked that too. They should have just kept going.
That was, well, boxing isn't the same anymore. Like back in the day,
Yeah,
Fight
boxing
Night was
isn't
lit
the
because
same
you had a
anymore.
lot more fighters around.
Maybe do
Fight
like
Night was a great game to play.
Maybe do like a
before.
callback to like Legends
to
Yeah.
of boxing or something like that.
Fight Night was a great
But now
game to play.
it's all about UFC, and they're not doing that right.
Yeah, and
So
UFC.
They're not doing. They,
THQ was doing that very well.
yeah, THQ. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
We had a UFC game called Pride Fighting. Remember that?
Yeah.
Pride Fighting.
Let's get into these stories, dog. What's this first story about, Jay? This first story that you want to talk about so bad.
It's not really so bad. It's just
Hey,
we finally know what fast start is. It's basically just it's an algorithm that they use that's going to learn what the game needs to start up faster when you're downloading it. So they're saying that you'll be able to play up to 50% faster.
Oh, so it's
So
not
when
like
you're
just-
downloading the game,
Yes.
Okay.
it'll prioritize the things you need
Yes,
to play.
because you know how when you like
That's
press
lit.
A when it says
That
game is
explains
ready, but then you press X
And it's
or
still
A,
loading
and it's still
in.
loading in.
Yeah.
It's trying not to do that anymore. So
Okay,
That's crazy that it's because PlayStation doesn't.
no.
A lot of games it'll ask you, do you want multiplayer or do you want to play single player?
Oh yeah.
If there's a choice, and if you pick,
Right.
that's the thing it downloads, and then you can play that as soon as it tells you can play.
right.
I thought it was jarring when I started playing Xbox again, and it was like, hey, State of Decay. I downloaded State of Decay. I was like, hey, you can play it now, and I played it, started it up, pressed the button. Wait a minute.
Hold up.
And I went back to him. He was like, "It's not done, but I should be able to play it so I can play." Like I'm in there for like
it
it took me like 15 minutes to realize.
It does that a lot.
I just can't fucking play. I can see this. I can see the title
look at
screen, but that's all I
the
get.
main menu and the pretty flowing wind and shit.
It took me a while.
So yeah, it's gonna learn if you prioritize single player or multiplayer.
Look, man, I think, like I said before, like I'm gonna say every day, every week that we do this, Xbox, they're just digging their feet in the sand. They're planting themselves in, and they're
preparing,
and they're getting ready for this next generation.
They are.
They're not super worried about this current thing. They're still doing their thing. They're still selling consoles, but
yeah.
They know they lost.
They know they
lost.
They've conceded in everything but the word.
Yeah,
but I think that I think they're doing a good job.
I think this confidence is good for them in terms of being more for the consumer.
They're doing a good job.
Whereas PlayStation started off for PlayStation 4 at least started off for the consumer, and now they're just doing everything they can to not be cross-playing.
They seem lost. Almost.
PlayStation?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
Seems like they've lost.
They're just hard-headed.
They lost their vision. Because they weren't doing this type of shit earlier.
They weren't. No.
It's like they lost their vision.
You guys remember the E3 call out when how do you trade
games and you hand it over?
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? You know what? I haven't seen Shuhei Yoshida on stage in years. It was the last time you seen him at like E3 or something like that. They kind of lost there with Jack Trenton is gone.
Yeah. That was actually my favorite part of E3 for PlayStation was Jack Trenton.
The other guy, they've gone through two guys. Who was the other guy?
Two guys.
Jack Trenton, and then
I only know one guy after Jack Trenton. But
was it only one? I can't remember his name either. He's not super memorable.
Yeah.
He doesn't do commercials. Jack Trenton was out there doing commercials.
Yeah.
Like that. I miss Jackie T. Jackie T. But I feel like they've lost their
way.
They've lost their way a little bit. I'm worried for sure because I don't know what that translates. What's that going to translate into?
Next gen.
Yeah, how's that going to translate into the way that? Because I think that they're doing the right things when it comes to like. Single platform games, like their studios, they're doing the right things there, but the cross play and all that garbage, and I get why they don't want to. I really get why they don't want to because they already feel. Nah, I think that's an ignorant statement.
What'd you say?
That's what they.
They don't have to.
That's what they. That's partly what they feel.
I think that's an ignorant statement.
Even though they can, because it's happened.
I find it off-putting that
quote unquote by accident on a couple occasions.
I find it off-putting that every single time they talk about crossplay, there's always a different reason. Because it was different for Minecraft. It was different. It's different for Fortnite.
Oh, they have a different reason.
I think that they are scared to make large-scale changes to their internet service because it is so weak. They're so weak in that department. We can all agree that Sony's online.
Is Nintendo weak?
Nintendo is very weak, and that's why they do it the way they do it.
Right.
That's why their internet is as limited as it is. You can't chat.
Right.
There's no messaging. You can literally just play online versus people. You can't talk to them. You can't figure out who they are. You can't get a friend code that way.
The social aspect there really
doesn't exist. It doesn't exist on Nintendo. They don't have a social aspect for your, and I think Sony. I think they're just really weak in that aspect, and asking them to crossplay might be harder than we think, just because they're scared and they're vulnerable. Their internet's their online service is super vulnerable.
Well, they did say they're working on a solution that'll work for both parties.
I mean, look at it like this.
Can I change my name, please?
Look exactly. You can change your name on everything else but PlayStation. They can't figure out how to do it.
Please.
They can't figure out how to do it in a way that easy.
It's so sad that BuzzFeed even made a video about all the people who have these names that they made.
Your name is I got big balls, and you just want to change it.
Yeah,
like if BuzzFeed is
so you can't change your profile name in PlayStation once you have it. That's it
forever.
It's a dub, bro.
Unless you make another one.
And you know what they've done. You know what they've done.
That's a whole nother account.
You know what they've done to some people? Say you created it in 2008 or whatever when the PlayStation 3 came out, and they weren't monitoring it back then, so you could make it whatever you wanted for so long. Now that you're paying for it, and people are worried. The social media is all that garbage about people's names and blah blah blah. So if you have something that they deem is
offensive, you can
they'll just gone. All your games, all your saves, all your trophies gone. Can't get it back.
They'll just erase your shit.
They'll just erase your shit.
Done.
Damn.
They don't even give you the opportunity to be like.
They've done it. There's people that just can't get their shit back. And there's people that are like, I'm a 40-year-old man. I don't want my name to be Ding Dong Dick. It's just not what I want my shit to be.
And they're like tough titties.
Super dick. 69 times 10.
You
I don't want to have that.
You're at work and you want to tell your coworker like, hey, you want to play online? Like, what's your name?
What's your handle, bro?
I'll send you an invite.
I'll text it to you.
Super Major Dick.
Okay. Who put the Sea of Thieves story in there?
I did.
Always put the
But
Sea
you
of
know
Thieves
what?
shit in here.
You know what? I feel like if this was to happen for the viewers out there that can't read what we're talking about in the doc, they had questions as far as if they ever were to do a battle royale for Sea of Thieves, what would they do it? And the developer chimed in on it, basically saying, I'm pretty sure if you actually took the time to think about it, what we will all probably be thinking, it would be a unique aspect of battle royale.
I don't even understand how that might work.
So imagine all four of us, like we've been doing, and what's the best thing about Sea of Thieves when you play?
But selling the boat.
Selling the boats, right? Now imagine like 50 other boats. But bigger map, 50 other boats, and you and 3 other people doing the same concept, but trying to be the last boat.
But
I think that sounds dope.
Sounds great. Can they even do something like that? Because they could barely get this game to work right.
It's just right now. Well, they can get the game to work right. It's just they have no content.
Right.
That's the bigger.
How they gonna pull off battle royale? How they gonna drop?
I'll say what Tone always says. I hate to be a devil's advocate. Let's do it for Fortnite.
He put his hands on his hips. Look at this. Is that what Tone looks like? I hate to be devil's advocate, but you got their hands on your head.
Oh God.
do what Fortnite's doing. Like they Fortnite had a survival mode on there as far as the actual game that nobody really cared about. But once they came out with Battle Royale, I think
Fortnite had more going for it from the start.
Yeah, but they have a unique concept. You can build in there. So, Sea of Thieves, that's his own unique concept. You're selling a boat, bro.
I don't think the combat system is good enough for there to be a battle royale.
I think that would be super dope.
I think what you're saying is right. I think it would be dope, but I think they'd have to revamp the whole game to get it done.
The way that they're going right now, I feel like they could take their risk. I feel like they have not necessarily have no choice, but it would be a worth. It would be a.
They don't have anything to lose. You're right.
Risk. It would definitely be worth the risk.
Wish them the best. Hope they come up with something.
And if anything, and just think about it. If it fails, they still have the fan base. If it doesn't fail, that's another Xbox exclusive that they have under their belt that really popped off.
So this next story is right up your alley, B.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
This Anthem shit.
You know what the fuck?
Oh, I'll put that in there though.
Oh, I know.
Anthem, did you watch it?
I caught a glimpse of it. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Dude.
But what I did see was new. What I did see was new, and it looked way better than what they showed at E3.
Yeah, it definitely looks so much better.
For them to have only been for this to have only been in the can for a month.
You actually got to see some legit fights.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It's a step in the right direction.
Dude.
Step in the right direction for me.
And I saw just the verticality as far as when you're flying and everything like that. It looks very polished.
This game just looks amazing to me personally. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's always looked amazing. When has it not looked amazing? That's never been the question.
I feel like I've seen this trailer before.
You're just nervous about.
I'm nervous.
I feel like I've seen this trailer before. This is it right here.
No.
Hold on.
It's on IG. It's an IGN. Is that the IGN first? Is that the right story, Money?
This is a different one.
No, that's E3. That's E3. That's it. He says
Yeah.
Go to IGN.com.
Go to.
He put the Game Informer link in the doc, so I clicked it.
You bitch.
I thought it.
You put the Game Informer link in the doc.
Did I do that?
It's all good. I'll take a look at it later.
You gotta do Steve
IGN
Urkel.
first.
Steve Urkel. Well,
Yeah, just take a look at go to IGN, later on.
It on there.
They got 20 minutes of
I also
new.
watched this other guy, and they actually got to fight the spider boss thing.
Yeah.
Do like an actual.
I still want to know what the fuck those. Where are they? What
Okay,
planet?
so
What planet
they
is
also
that?
talked about how it's got more of the Destiny aspect, where like for loot, where you actually have to
I knew it was an
go,
MMO light. I mean,
you have to go despec it or whatever. You have to take it back.
decode the Ingram. and shit.
Yeah.
That's lit.
Yeah, I figured it was going to be some shit like that. I mean, what is PlayStation View the TV service?
Yeah.
Does anybody use
PlayStation-
that shit?
I've heard about some people using it, but it's also the fact that they partnered up with AT&T because AT&T is also raising their prices. And so,
the YouTube TV went up to $40, I believe,
Dang.
instead of $35.
Why? It's just that damn good.
It is.
that, and I think everybody.
is.
I think-
Which
I think
wrestler
also
said
think
that?
Every internet provider.
Which rest said it's just that. I'm that.
Why is it $5?
damn
Because even my cellular went
You know
up
what I'm
$5,
talking
bro.
about.
I got off that AT&T shit a while ago.
Everything is going up $5
It's the same.
because my cell phone bill went up $5.
YouTube TV went up because YouTube TV is constantly adding channels.
Yeah.
They're doing their best to get more channels. I think YouTube TV is better than the View.
I think that makes sense, but PlayStation View doesn't really have
I think the
much going
PlayStation
for it.
View is not good. My boss.
They have so many different plans.
When I cut my cable off, it was a thing between me and my boss at work. And he was like, "Hey, I'm going to get the PlayStation View," and I was like, "Cool, I'm going to get PlayStation TV, and I'll tell you about it in 3 weeks." And he was like, I think it was like 2 weeks. So we did that like 6 months ago. And he was like, "Yeah, the PlayStation View is great." And then he was like, "Well, it's not so great. Now we're using the Roku." And he was like, "Oh, that's not so great. Now we're using YouTube."
The Roku for what?
What's the other TV program? There's another
Sling?
one. Sling. He was like, "We're using Sling." He's like, Sling's not so good. And then he's like, "We're using YouTube TV."
Sling, you rack up them prices real fast.
He was like, "We're using YouTube TV." He was like, "Shit's pretty cool." And I was like, "I've been trying to tell you 6 months ago to get YouTube TV. You didn't believe me."
YouTube TV only does 2 users at a time, though, right?
YouTube TV does 3 users at a time.
3 users at a time. Which one's the one that does 4? There's one that does 4. I just can't remember what
Yeah,
it
you
is.
talking about Netflix?
Hulu might do 4. Hulu has a TV service now.
It might be Hulu.
Quick side note: if nobody's watching Cloak and Dagger, it's real good.
I started watching it.
It's real good.
I just finished it. Daddy Sims.
Fucking,
My girlfriend's best friend is in there.
I think.
What?
Yeah, my girlfriend's best friend is in the movie.
Yeah, she's like one of the
she's
secondary main characters.
Yeah, she's like the black dude's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, one black dude's girlfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's only one black guy.
one black guy.
Talking black guy.
I mean, it's about Cloak is a black guy, Dagger is a white girl. So
the white girl is the
his girlfriend, B's girlfriend's best friend is the main character's girlfriend in the show.
Right.
Okay, so I need somebody to like write this shit down. I'm playing.
You'll know her when you see her. She's pretty bad.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
He's like, you'll know.
Her name's Noelle.
Yeah. Shout out to Noelle. Pretty sure I met
Noel.
her. Shout out. I'm pretty sure I met her once or
Noel.
twice. Who knows?
Once or twice.
No.
She'll never hear this show. It's fine.
No. I put this next one in the doc.
Oh,
just
the
for you
Labo.
specifically.
What is that?
Look, did you click on the link?
I didn't.
So
actually.
basically, it's like arcade type Labo box, where it's like, you know what? You'll see it when you get the picture.
My computer's being stupid, so who knows if I'll ever see it.
Mine is not.
What
I
the
see
fuck?
it. This is crazy.
That looks so cool.
That's funny.
That
That's
looks
fucking
so
cool.
That's
It
funny.
looks like a project.
Hilarious.
It's like a knockoff Labo type of
Speaking of the
arcade
devil, there's a
style.
box right here too.
Let's use it. Let's make a Labo kit. Let's make a fucking Labo kit.
Let's use this cardboard and make millions.
Yeah, that's basically what they're doing. Smart cardboard. Let's make some smart
It's
cardboard.
iCardboard.
You guys check this.
iBoard.
Anybody check out this sale? There's some pretty fucking good games. 750 games.
In the
a lot
PlayStation
of
Store, I'm about to lose my mind tonight.
I mean, they're not all the best. They're not all the best games in the world.
Oh,
but
I'm sure they're not.
some of them are like definitely. They got
Well, at least they priced them
A
out
set
for
of-
you
a set
and
of courses
show
in
you
there
what you'd be looking like
for like super cheap. You don't know what a set of courses is?
I know what it is.
Oh, okay,
I just
okay,
don't
okay.
care for it.
What?
I don't really care about third-party things on PlayStation.
Third party.
anymore.
Okay.
okay.
Well, for those who don't know,
Axiom Verge on there, $9.99, great game.
as far as people who don't know, the PlayStation is doing this huge mega sale on a lot of games
Because we deserve it.
Did you download what's that other game on PlayStation?
PS Plus obviously has the best deal.
Heavy
Heavy
Rain?
Rain.
Did you download that?
No, I told you I haven't been on my PlayStation. I got time though. My TV comes in tomorrow. The new one.
He's like,
Wait, I thought you already got your TV back.
I did, but I went through 2 already because they both have vertical banding. So
Wait, explain that for anybody who doesn't understand what that is.
all right, so vertical banding on an OLED TV is a common issue where if you're watching like a dark scene with like a gray background, you'll see like a column of darkened pixels. You'll still see the picture, but it's a column of darkened pictures, especially if the camera is panning over something. So it's just an imperfection with OLED TVs. So you're getting all these positives, but that's a negative for an OLED TV. So I'm going to see if I win the panel lottery and see if I get a good TV that has minimal
Okay, so
banding
basically, what did
issues.
you do with the
So worst
second
case
one?
scenario, what
exchanged.
happens?
You
Just
just
exchange.
exchanged.
So what happens if you get another
comes
one
with
in
it?
standing again?
If it's worse than my first one, I'll switch it out again. If it's the same as my first one, I'll keep
How
this
big
one.
is this TV?
Why not just switch out to a different TV?
65.
It's a big ass TV.
Why don't I switch out
I
to a
just got
different
the
TV?
55
Yeah.
inch.
Why?
Yeah, I got 50.
Nah,
Why go? Why
that picture quality is amazing.
is it worth?
Hisense.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, mine's
Yes.
just an LED.
That imperfection.
Yes, I kind of regret switching out my first one. My first one wasn't that bad, but
How much is this TV?
retail right now is $2,500.
So that's how much you
And
pay
you
for
say
it?
you have those problems, and it's $25.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I'd be mad too.
Exactly.
Furious.
I'd be
But
mad too.
Best Buy is a great company so far. They've been having no questions
Bro,
asked.
My 55 inch.
Switching it out?
I don't think I've had those problems, and I bought it for $500.
I've
Is
had
your TV an OLED?
no.
No, LEDs don't have these problems.
I like
Yeah.
the response.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh yeah, is that an OLED?" Yeah, no, they don't got the
No, I didn't mean to say.
You
I didn't mean to say it like that. I
You
didn't
don't
mean
have
to
the
say
same
it like
problems,
that.
bro.
Shit like that.
We don't got the same problems, bro. Relax. We in a whole different tax bracket. You need to relax.
Wait,
You got
I
way different
ain't say all
problems,
that
right?
now with the tax.
Okay.
Let's go ahead.
I didn't mean it like in a disrespectful way.
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
you having McDonald's problems. I'm having Ruth Chris problems.
What? Oh, Ruth.
I'm having STK problems. Okay,
This guy.
that's so funny.
But
That was
yeah.
a very good comical moment.
Hey, look, I paid $1,200 for my TV. I ain't having that issues, but it's not OLED. You're right.
Well, I just paid
Well, I didn't-
$340
I
for
didn't
my
pay
TV.
20
It's a
I didn't pay
55 inch, and I
$2,500.
did not pay $2,500.
I didn't pay $2,500 out of pocket, and I paid the difference because my old TV busted. So they paid me what my TV cost, and so I'm just paying the difference for a better quality TV, except for the banding. Literally, the banding is the only issue I have with that TV,
Yes, sir.
So outside of that, it's a fucking fantastic TV.
bro.
I'm coming over your house to steal it.
Bro, like I don't even know how to explain it to you how good it is. Like when you walk into a pyramid in Assassin's Creed Origins and it's pitch black.
Haven't walked in a pyramid yet.
God damn it.
I saw one in the distance. I was like, oh, I can't wait to get there.
Okay, well, it's pitch black, but probably on your TV you're gonna see a halo-ish color
Lines.
around it. That doesn't exist.
The TV that I used to play in my room is pretty shitty, which is why I don't have it in my living room as the main piece anymore. Because when it's black, or when it fades to black, you can still see images, and it's always been like a weird thing. Like even if it's say I was on watching a movie and it was in a dark place, like you could still see like shadows of things that aren't there on the screen. But as soon as the picture comes in, it's gone.
Do you have
It's
burn?
not burning.
Okay.
It's not burning.
You have LED, right?
It's LED. It's LED. Yeah.
Okay.
My Philips TV in my
That's
room.
weird,
That joint.
It is
always
weird.
burning.
It was just a cheap ass TV. It's just
My
a
Philips.
cheap ass.
If I
it's a
leave it
fucking
like on a
element.
PlayStation dashboard,
It's an
long
element.
enough,
It's just a cheap
and they
TV.
play the game, I will see the dashboard.
Oh, you got that
man.
crazy burn.
The Philips,
that's-
Philips though.
Yeah.
It'll go away eventually, but stay. I'm just on there. If I keep it still and go to the game, I'll see the whole dashboard. Up
Oh,
there.
you had a plasma?
Damn.
I got a plasma
Yeah.
and a
Don't
background.
think-
Don't
always-
ever sell that plasma. Plasmas are
Wait, I've heard
They're good for
plasmas
movies.
have-
quality
I've
wise.
heard
Yeah,
Plasmas have problems.
I
No,
have
they
a
have
whole
problems
No.
if you mistreat them. But
Plasmas are not meant to play video games.
I don't know about that.
Certain video games, sure. Sports games, I think for sure.
Anything that has like a static HUD, heads-up display, I wouldn't play it on there. But if you play like Assassin's Creed where the HUD disappears, then you can play it on there. Yeah. But
I have a whole nother one.
So basically, something can't stay on the screen for too long.
Yeah. Same with OLEDs. OLEDs have burn-in problems too. So I can't be playing stuff like that. That'll stay on there.
Well, I haven't played games on my new TV just
The more you know.
The more you know.
I'm about to plug the Xbox.
What's that, Joe Knight, the science guy?
What's
it called?
What's up, baby boy?
Did you know that?
Well, now you know.
They announced Blast Man for Mega Man 11.
Who is that?
Blast Man. He's in Mega Man 11.
Blast Man. What do you
It's
mean?
Mega Man.
Is he a different color?
Nah, it's just they just showed him.
blue?
They just found it. Yeah, it's blue. He's just
He's
a new enemy.
Oh,
For sure. Anything Mega Man is newsworthy, my guy.
this guy.
Mega Man's Blast Man looks like he's about to be a problem.
He does.
A little bit.
V, you weren't here last week, so the new Mega Man X Legacy Collection that's coming out, Legacy Collection 1 and 2.
Yeah.
What they changed was, you fight two enemies at once, two bosses at the same time.
He's like, yeah.
So does that mean, do you have any extra perks, or
I don't know. Maybe you get two powers at the end. I don't know.
What I'm saying is, for you to
No, you still have to use their weakness on the individual ones.
What I'm saying is, since you're fighting two enemies, is there any do you have any new perks as being Mega Man? Like, is there some new shit he can do that kind of makes it so that you can handle two enemies?
No idea.
You know what I mean?
They didn't say that. They just said, "Hey, you finna fight the ice monkey and the penguin same time. Chill penguin same time.
That's funny.
It's time to lose.
That is funny.
It's gonna be fun.
You got to fight that big ass gorilla and who else?
And chill penguin.
Wow.
I think that was
The
what it was.
gorilla and chill penguin.
Really?
Any of the monsters, any of the bosses that share a power or share like an element.
You had to drop ice on the gorilla. You had to drop the big ice sickles on him.
Nah, but he was an ice monster. He gave you also ice powers. It was two different games. It's two different games.
We talking about the big.
Two different Mega Man X games. They're taking different bosses from different X's and putting them in the same game.
Dragoon.
They got Dragoon and somebody else fighting.
Dragoon was lit, boy.
So they got Dragoon and whoever was on Mega Man X.
You know what's so crazy? I'm so upset that they actually did not do a real animated series for Mega Man. Like when you
probably the most disappointing thing in my whole life.
Like you guys ever played Mega Man? You played Mega Man X4?
No.
And Mega Man X4, they have like an illustrated parts of that game that are like that look like it came from like
an anime,
like a movie. But it's actually good, and I'm like, yo, why didn't they really do this? I feel like I was robbed
straight
of
up
something.
spent money and time on like voiced cutscenes,
all of it,
actually animated, like.
It's quality.
And they're like 30 minutes long.
And I was trying to look it up on YouTube, like, is this a show?
Yeah, if you look it up on YouTube, you'll find all the snippets from like Mega Man X4, and it's like a fucking anime.
It together to like an anime movie, but it's like literally, I'm very upset that they actually didn't come out with that, because the whole story behind Mega Man and the Mavericks and the virus, all that's very interesting. I kind of want to know a little bit more about it, but the fact that I'll give
you something real quick.
You know
I'll give you something real quick. First of all, Comic Storian has the story on Eligible Monster. But shout out to him. He does dope work.
Storian is lit.
The virus comes from Zero. So Zero is Wily's greatest creation. He created him before Mega Man X was created. So, and that was after the original Mega Man, the one that nobody likes, the one that's really hard. That was after he defeated Wily. So he was like, he created a supercomputer to make Zero, and Zero was getting created. But when he was creating him, he got created with this virus. And the virus spread as soon as they let Zero out of that case that he comes out of Mega Man X. That he's, in X4, how he's like waking up out of that thing. Yeah. He was trapped in that thing for years. And when he woke up, he was so advanced, but he had this virus. And that's what turned Sigma bad. He caught the virus from Zero, but the virus doesn't affect Zero. It only affects all the other robots. So that's why all the robots are turning in. Yeah, that's why all the robots are turning into Mavericks. Zero's turning them into Mavericks and doesn't even know.
It's ridiculous, man. And it just looks, I don't know, it's just something that I feel like someone should do somewhere. I mean, with the same art style. Like, I loved everything about it. I think it was great.
What's everybody's Most anticipated game for this year?
Red Dead 2
Or
Spider-Man.
Kingdom Hearts.
I don't think Kingdom Hearts coming this year.
Oh no, it's early July.
July.
I mean early
February.
February.
I think it's February.
This year.
Okay, this year.
What's that date where everything falling under right now?
February 22nd.
I think that's when it's coming.
February 22nd next year. Everything's coming out.
Like, oh my god! Like they just have no chill. Like we are all about to be really screwed.
4 of those games got to get pushed out because there's like 6 games there.
Because it's ridiculous.
Not games I play.
I feel like they did that on purpose.
What's your most anticipated game for this year?
This year, sorry to be cliche, yeah, Spider-Man. Being cliche.
You got what?
Spider-Man, and I guess I'm interested to see the differences between 2K19 and Live 19. I'm interested in figuring out if EA and Live really figured it out as far as gameplay.
This is their third try already, though.
I mean, last year, from what I understand, I didn't play it, but I heard last year, I heard Live 18 was good.
I heard the same thing.
And it could have been because a lot of people didn't like the payola system they had going on at 2K, which a lot of people was just like, what, fuck
VC,
that.
man, I swear.
But, I'm interested to see where they go. And they're going to make the game affordable, so.
It's definitely most anticipated game is definitely Spider-Man and Red Dead. Spider-Man, Red Dead.
Well, I'm not as excited about Red Dead because I didn't play the first one.
It's on the sale for $11.
No, $11
On Xbox?
No, PlayStation on that big sale.
It's
on
I'm starting to
PlayStation Now.
No, I think you could just buy it and then have it on now. I don't know how that works.
I'm starting to regret getting this Xbox because we don't even play it.
We just haven't really been in the play.
I'm like, man, I cut this joint on one time.
Why don't you get Red Dead? Did you play Red Dead?
Because you haven't bought Forza.
Did you play Red Dead?
When Forza comes out, bro,
it's about to be my entertainment system, like out in the living room.
It's because
is that Forza this year, right?
Horizon 4 is this year.
Oh, that's definitely on my
That's on my radar. I've been thinking about that ever since they announced it.
Yo,
that might be a day one.
That's a day one.
It won't be a day one for me. No.
That's a day one.
It'll
for
be
me.
It's on Game Pass.
And that should be a day one for you too because it's on Game Pass.
You'll get it.
Game Pass. Forza Horizon.
If you didn't have to pay $60 and just pay $10,
I'll pay $30 on Black Friday.
but you could just pay $10.
I'll pay $30 on Black Friday. That's what I did for. That's what I did for Destiny 2, and that was a terrible purchase.
Get Horizon 3. Go get Horizon 3. Forza Horizon 3.
All right.
3 or 2, both are good games, but 3 is the best.
2 is your favorite?
2 is the one that put me on. No. That's Forza. Forza 4 put me on the Forza. Period.
Okay.
Forza Motorsport 4 put him onto Forza.
And then Horizon. They hadn't started making Horizon.
Yeah, they had
yet.
Horizon.
Yeah. If you go get Horizon, it's got all the car modifications that Gran Turismo has, right?
You good?
Yep.
But it also has the free roam that Need for Speed has. So you can just get it. You can modify your car, do whatever you want to it, and then take it on the street. Just drive it.
Just go.
You don't got to do no races if you don't want to. Just drive around.
But the races are so sick though.
And the thing is, they're implementing the seasons. So every 3 months, the season.
No, I'm just talking about 3. 3, like it's got cars, trucks, off road. You can build a drift car. Whatever the fuck you want to do. It's a rally car. All that.
Okay.
It's fun, and it doesn't feel. It's not as rigid.
It's not so simulation.
I
hate the simulation.
It's
not like that.
No, it still drives
kind of
like a simulator. It's a little freer. It's a little more free.
But you don't feel like you're in the simulation.
Yeah, but you don't feel like you're in a simulation because you're not stuck. You're not stuck to a track.
Yeah,
it's free roam. You're doing whatever. And in this new one, it's going to be you and you have the option to go solo.
What is it? Every 2 weeks? Or every week? Every week the season is going to change in this new one.
Couple of months.
No, it's every week. Every week it'll be a different season.
Every week the season changes.
It'll be winter, fall, spring,
and
summer.
I think they said they're starting off with winter actually, but basically, so say like in their summer and fall and spring, the lake is a lake. In the wintertime, it freezes over. So you do like just one of the aspects.
There's a place that you can only get to when the lake is frozen.
You might have to change your tires too, the snow tires, get more grip. You got to change up your whole style.
It's in depth.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Horizon is. If you get on Horizon, dog, I'll get on it with you. Jay has.
But it's gonna be you and 99 other players.
You need to get
72.
You need to get Horizon 3.
That'd be crazy.
Battle Royale. You need to get Horizon 3. You're tripping. You don't have that yet?
No, because I still got your other Forza, right? I still play it.
I'm not playing that.
one?
I think he's got 5.
Because I don't have any Horizons in my arsenal right now.
Dog, it's like 30.
Even though
You can probably get it for like $30 somewhere.
I played it when I used to come over on Tuesdays.
But Brandon, though, man,
I got a different one since
Forza,
I might look.
what haven't you played on Xbox?
I still play Forza.
He hasn't played anything.
I haven't played anything yet.
Did you ever play Red Dead?
No.
Why aren't you playing Red
Man,
Dead?
fuck this dude and his mic.
I need to figure it out. I need to
It's
go ahead and
crazy,
get
right?
it.
It's crazy.
This mic, strangely enough, these are one of the cheaper ones.
Man, I was thinking about going to get me an Audio Technica.
This is the Audio Technica is decent. We work with
We're
those
sitting
at my
here, we
job.
thinking
But-
we did good for the steal with the $35.
Nah, this is $100 mic, man. This is
My thing is if
my other mic. I can't. My other mic is like $1,000 mic. This one,
my only
this
thing is
one does well.
if I get a different mic, is it gonna fit this?
You have to get the one that fits this. I mean, you have to get the one that does. Like my other mic, even though I'll probably use that one because it is a way better mic, but it doesn't fit in here. So, and this is just this is a better travel mic for me. I take this mic when I got to move around and about. My other mic doesn't leave my house.
How much is that one?
The one in the house?
This one.
This one? $100.
No.
It's a Sterling mic. It used to be called Groove Tube. Sterling bought them, and they're more affordable now.
I have an article that I read that head of Ubisoft said that they're trying to go for what?
I never knew which one it was.
Ubi. It's
or
Ubi.
Ubisoft. They're trying to go for a tech that allows you in their games to travel to different countries. Mm-hmm. So you know how Assassin's Creed is set in only one country, and it's open world, and maybe they'll have like the feature version, but it's literally linear,
like a vertical slice. Yeah.
Yes. They're trying to have multiple worlds in one game.
So they're going to make a platform soon.
What do you mean?
They're going to make a game, but it's going to be more of a platform where they can expand upon it and add different areas.
So they're trying to do that with their Ghost Recon. They're trying to do that with their Watch Dogs. They're trying to do that with Assassin's Creed.
That'd be awesome. That means you'd only get one game every couple of years.
Yes,
and
that's what they said.
They would just throw out.
They're trying to make their games longer lasting.
Yeah.
Like a GTA.
Like a GTA, like a Rainbow Six.
Even though the development cycle is longer on the Assassin's Creed.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. I'm surprised that Origins came out.
2 years.
I'm surprised the way it is. Like I expected to see, leaps and bounds.
It is leaps and bounds.
It is leaps and bounds in certain aspects.
It still seems just like another Assassin's Creed.
In certain aspects, it's leaps and bounds. Like the scope, the size, the missions, take
a look at the graphics too.
The graphics are great.
Every NPC in that game has a job. Too.
Yep, but that's been done before. We know that could be done. GTA does that.
It definitely.
No.
Definitely
GTA, you have people walking around doing their thing, getting calls, but
have you actually stayed around?
Yes.
Half the time when you actually
they have a life, but in Assassin's Creed, if you literally stay wherever that you don't see an NPC on GTA go to sleep.
I feel like
not that I can remember.
They have sleep cycles for their NPCs. They have job cycles for the NPCs. You see them cutting their grain with sickles and stuff. They have jobs. They cook. Like if you stay there long enough.
GTA came out a while back.
And which game is this that's doing all this?
Assassin's Creed Origins.
Assassin's Creed, the one I'm playing.
So he's saying that it's not leaps and bounds, but
it is leaps and bounds. It is leaps and bounds.
That is leaps and bounds.
It is leaps and bounds in certain things, but in the places where I would have rather them have leaps and bounds, like that's from a technical standpoint, that's amazing what you just said. But
I think he was thinking more leaps and bounds.
The game is like I told you earlier. The game I watched a cart be. It was eternally clipped through the ground. The wheels.
It's not perfect.
Just the bottom half of the wheels.
Perfect.
Just the part of the wheels that I want to roll on the road. They were just clipped through the whole time.
It's not perfect.
Everywhere I went, I jumped a hill, clipped. The only place that would have been okay was if I was in the desert, and I wasn't. I was in town.
I mean, it has its bugs, but I mean, what game doesn't? I mean,
True.
God of War has its bugs.
Yeah.
God of War.
Hardly.
Hardly, but yeah.
Barely.
I still don't understand how you and Jamal feel like so real quick, him and Jamal think that the Blades of Chaos are more powerful than the axe.
No.
Whoa.
No.
Wait a minute.
No.
I didn't tell you that. That wasn't our conversation.
Wait.
You told me what you prefer to use, and I said what I prefer to use. I said I prefer to use a Chaos
preference
Blade.
is much different.
I feel more powerful with the axe.
But I have more. I hit more people, and I cover a further distance with Chaos Blades.
Oh yeah.
So
I agree. I agree with that.
But
that to me, I'll sacrifice a little bit of strength because it's a little bit of strength. It's not that much more.
it's a lot. It's a lot of strength.
It's a lot of strength.
It's a lot of strength.
You get more elemental damage with the Blades of Chaos, though.
You do,
Of course, and that's the only time I really use them for elemental damage.
Yeah.
I just even
But
though
towards the end,
even
you
though
got the guys that turn to fire and ice. So
Yeah.
I switch between my weapon and
I think
trash them whenever
even though you
they are.
can, even though it covers more area, I think the way I play, I'm never fighting a bunch of guys at the same time. I'm killing one guy at a time. I'm focused on who I'm killing, and I kill him.
Yeah,
and I kill the next
I
guy,
am.
kill
But
the
you
next
know,
guy,
but
kill the
okay,
next
that's
guy.
fine. But you also know since you play the game that somebody will just come out the blue and unless when you hear Trey say get out the way, I just roll a certain way. But there are people around you that will still hit you while you're fighting that guy. They're not waiting on you. So
especially
while that's happening, I know that he has a couple areas in his combos where those Chaos blades they flail out and do some weird, and especially the crazy joint where he's swinging that around his head, and he just covers so much ground with that, and that's good for a lot of people. And if there's a lot of people on the board, of course, I switch between both the weapons like everybody else.
I did all the trials, just the axe.
I mean, I like the axe, but like I said, I
switch between. Because you know when you do the talisman powers things.
Yeah.
L1 and then R2 or whatever, or R1.
You
never switched?
No. I never felt like the Blades of Chaos talisman powers were better than the ones I was using with my axe. So my powers were coming back so fast.
You find all of them?
I don't have them all. I know you platinum the game, so you got everything.
No,
so you have
everything.
seriously low cooldown.
I mean, I've got a lot. I mean, I've got a lot of them for the Blades of Chaos. I just don't feel like
they're lit. You're crazy.
With my
they're lit.
With my loadout on my guy.
That's fine.
I'm stopping time with the axe.
Yeah, we can do that. What I'm saying is,
I'm stopping time, and on my last, I've got the Valkyrie I've got the Valkyrie one, and so on my last hit, it's shooting a beam of light on every single one of those, and then I've got the other talisman that makes you shoot a beam on every throw. So I'm getting 6 beams of light every time I swing that axe. And the time is slow, so I'm getting super. So if there are 14 guys standing in front of me, they're all gonna die if I pop both of those at the same time.
Yeah, but then they still have things like that on the Chaos Blade side.
No, they don't have any.
They have things like that.
It doesn't have any power waves.
They're not power waves, but moves that cause a huge amount
the
of damage.
explosions out of the ground, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but not even just the ground; just a lot of damage.
I just feel like the combat was a little more. And I guess the argument can go both ways. I think the combat with the axe is a little more fluid.
I think it's preference.
They spent more time on the axe than you can tell.
It's preference.
I just don't like how there's 2 weapons on.
I like using the axe.
You don't like that there's only 2 weapons.
Abilities for more combo.
You don't like that there's only 2 weapons, or that there are 2 weapons. Period.
I don't like that there are 2 weapons.
You know what would have been better?
I don't like that there are only 2 weapons.
They had to bring back Chaos Blades. Period. There's no way they could have.
No. He's in the old God of
3.
He had a sword before. In
the old God of War, he had
Hercules.
He had the Chaos Blades. He had the Hercules fist. He had the sickles from Hades.
Yeah.
He had.
Sickles
in God of War 2, he had a spear.
He had a sword. He had the sword of Olympus.
Yeah.
So
he had
an arsenal.
Yeah.
But I think they're gonna. There's gonna be a sequel.
He's gonna get more.
He's gonna get more. But you know would be lit. Hold on.
When he picks up Thor's hammer, just mark my words. He's gonna get Thor's hammer.
He's gonna kill him with it. He's gonna kill him with it.
Listen, you know what would be lit? You know what would be lit? Like when you got to that rage mode, that they found a way for you to use the Chaos Blades and the axe at the same time. I would love to see that.
How would that even
work? You can't do that.
I mean, I said it would be lit. Now,
I'm saying
to find out how that would work, that's up to them. Like you've never seen somebody fight with like a mace.
He'll swing
and a blade.
He'll put the blades. He'll take the blades to his hands and spin around.
He kind of used it, swing that like a mace. He had 2 in one hand.
The way I was fighting, the way I'm fighting in it, I'm pretty much playing like that. Like so, when I start off my battle, the first thing I do is I throw my axe. I get a hit. and I
Switch to the blades.
I pull out my
Switch to the
blades.
blades.
I get a combo, and then right when I feel like somebody's about to get me, I call
that
it back, and I do my swing combo, and I blow the ground up with ice, and I throw it again, and I go back to the blades.
Cause the combos, man, it's fluid.
Play
as hell.
differently.
Huh?
We play differently.
It's
Yeah.
fluid. Oh, you use? Are you more like more centralized on one weapon?
No, I
and
switch
then
between the two the whole
get
time.
more
I switch between the
centralized
two.
on-
I switch between the two.
so-
I switch between the two, but the reasons I switch are different.
But I'm
because
talking about as far as switching between the two. I play more like you.
I
where
only-
I'm using them constantly.
I
Back and
only
forth,
use the
not like-
blades. I only use the blades if I've thrown my axe. I don't use it any other time.
Listen, I only use the blades like if I mean for me personally, I use the blades the most when I'm getting elemental damage. I'm not really like pulling them out on fire guys.
About to be done.
You know what I mean? I'm pulling out on ice guys.
Yeah.
And fire eyes get the axe. Period.
That's really all we got for this week, man.
I'm just waiting for this man to answer my damn question.
What's the question?
What's the question?
Have you played Red Dead Redemption?
No.
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 So why don't you
I
use your
answered it.
Xbox for that?
I,
Get that game for $10 and you'll have like
$10.
hours of gameplay. And it's
Number
one of the best games ever made.
Number one, hold on. He's not going to play it because I gave this man Final Fantasy 15
I'm about to play it.
15 weeks ago. And as
He gave it to me 2 weeks
Coincidence?
ago.
I think not.
No,
He hasn't put it in his console
that's in
once.
PlayStation though, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about for
But
you. You're
'cause I have to
complaining.
get games
you're
off of my PlayStation to put this one on.
You're
'Cause I'm sure it's a
complaining-
big game.
Bro, I'm telling you, invest in
Yeah.
an
I'm
external
saying
hard
you're-
drive.
yeah.
I have an external drive. I have
I've
several.
ever done.
I'm just saying
You
that
got to
you're.
dedicate a.
No, that's
They said-
fine. I said I have several drives. Yeah.
No, it has to be a dedicated.
No, I don't. I'm
PlayStation.
telling you, I'm good because I have a bunch of drives, so I could just give one to the PlayStation if I want to.
It's USB type. It's
It's specific.
USB 3.
Three.
Two.
USB 2?
3.0.
That's fine.
3.0?
Yeah.
Gotta be 3.0.
That's fine. I got all USB 3 enclosures.
Uh,
I'm lit.
well, yeah, the one that I
Let me
bought
get
for
one.
$60
You got it.
was
I
like
need one.
2 terabytes. The one I bought for $60 was
Definitely not
2
gonna get one with no terabyte, but I have a 500 gig one. That's like I'm not using. That I'm not
That's
using.
just that's another PlayStation. I got like 4 PlayStations in that one external hard drive, basically. As far as memory stored.
I'm not holding that many games
Nope.
at once.
Oh, I'm holding a lot of games on the Xbox. I have a 4 terabyte.
Yeah.
Okay,
I got 4 terabytes of music that I
No,
make.
but I have to
that I don't
because
have.
the One X has the
4
4K
terabytes.
textures and they take up a lot more
yeah.
space. So that's why I have to use that.
Fuck that.
He's like,
I'm about to get on that Final Fantasy. I just gotta clean my dashboard out.
Thing is,
Or-
Fantasy 15, you're gonna have some moments where you're like, why the fuck is this in this game?
The beginning of that game is good.
Yeah.
The first.
I never want to hear you complain about not playing your Xbox ever again. Then
I'm about to get the Red Dead, and if it's not lit, I'm calling you.
He's,
listen.
he's like, next
All right.
week,
Listen,
I'm calling you up.
Don't talk to B. all right?
Shut up.
I told him the day he got the Xbox, he's like, "Man, what should I get?" I said, "Look, I know what
get a
types.
Game
I know what
Pass.
types of
He gave
games.
a list.
I know what type of games he likes. Go get Forza Horizon. You're really gonna like that.
Okay.
Has he bought it yet?
Nope.
This is why I was waiting for my TV to come in,
Okay.
and I didn't feel like in my room I have my PlayStation hardline, so I don't feel like getting back there and switching that thing every time I want to play.
Get another
So-
Ethernet.
Dang, you sound like me.
What I'm doing is I got a router, so I'm moving it to the living room. It's going to be wireless, so it is what it is at that point. I'm good.
Oh.
I'm good now.
Either way, man. What I'm saying is you're
Xbox is definitely
complaining
better
about
on,
not having games, but
Wi-Fi.
you know,
It's gonna,
The Xbox is better on Wi-Fi than the PlayStation is.
oh, for sure. I bet it is. I'm not even going to run. I tried when I first got my PlayStation, I tried Wi-Fi for maybe 15 minutes, and I was like, no.
I think my heart cracked a little bit in the center when I tried to find the 5G network, and it was like, nah, we don't. PlayStation 4 can't do that.
sucks.
The Xbox One could do that from jump. This
From
that big dinosaur can detect 5G internet.
Because my
That thing is heavy, bro.
My
Especially
Xbox
with the
is-
block for the charger.
I
bro.
definitely got the sexy Xbox.
I got the sexy one too.
No, I'm
I
not
got the
about that.
sexiest one.
Yeah,
No, I got the dinosaur, bro.
No, I got that. I couldn't
the
pay.
block.
Somebody was trying to make
The
me pay
PlayStation
$500
Pro,
for
the
that.
It's a
PlayStation
weapon.
Pro does pick up the 5G signal though. So anybody who wants to get a Pro, if you feel it inappropriate with new consoles on the horizon.
I have no.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm getting my next console is definitely gonna be the Switch, so I can get this. Let's go Eevee. Let's go
with you.
Pikachu.
I'm with you, bro. We
Just the last thing. Do you
yeah.
think they're gonna come out with a revised Switch?
Say it again.
What was that?
Do you guys think that they're going to come out with a revised Switch?
I think they should.
Or an upgraded Switch?
You need to be able to chat on the go.
No, they're not bringing that.
They have to.
Nope.
I think it's probably going to be strictly
For what?
visuals.
Why would they?
Just strictly visuals
Why
still
they-
going to look the same?
I mean,
For what?
It's not.
This is just like the conversation we
I don't see
had
what else
about
they could-
why wouldn't
unless-
they come out with another watch? And it's been 2 since then. I'm telling you that they'll come out with it because
my argument was they're going to come out with another watch.
your argument was that
Hey,
they weren't.
stay on topic.
No, we are on topic.
think-
We are on topic. I was
think-
basically saying that
He's saying the new Switch is
the
going to come
new
out.
Switch, if they do a refresh,
They can't do that.
they're going to need some chat.
They can't do it.
I mean, here's the thing.
They can't do it. If the original,
the thing.
hold on. If the original,
Let me just
if the
let
original
me get
Switch,
this out.
if the original Switch can't do it,
That's fine.
They can't come out with a mid refresh in the middle that says, "Hey, this new Switch has you can
then
use
you'd be
headphones,"
fucking
because
over
then you're
everybody else.
cannibalizing all the
Yeah.
other Switches you just sold. You just killed all of them.
you know what I was about to say? I
guess so.
think they'll probably give it better grip
Okay.
as far as being able to
think-
hold it.
Nintendo is not the company that does refreshes often.
Yeah, they are.
This-
Often.
That's
okay.
what the Wii U
You
was.
said often.
The Wii.
Wii U was
The
a
Wii
refresh.
got a refresh into the mini Wii's that you could buy.
yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
a refresh too.
I did see that.
Their consoles don't get refreshes. Their home consoles.
Dunger.
The
we did.
They just go.
the Super Nintendo didn't get it.
something else.
The 64 didn't get it.
Super Nintendo got it.
What?
Super Nintendo got it.
A refresh?
Yes.
It did get smooth.
It was like a rounded one.
They did round it off.
Yeah.
They did. They got the
did.
Tetris Block one.
They didn't do it to the GameCube though.
No, they didn't do it.
They didn't do it to the 64.
They didn't do it to 64.
They did it to the Wii.
They did it to the PS1.
They didn't do it to the Wii U.
They didn't do it to the Wii.
PS1
I think,
got
Repeating
one.
I think
everything he
if there is room if there is room to improve, I mean they might.
There is room to improve.
Because they've sold so many, they've got a reason to improve.
Longer
on
lasting
it.
battery.
Yep, longer lasting battery, or they may really just dive deep into accessory like super heavy and make them not so fucking expensive. That's a pipe dream though.
Well, I'm just asking that because
I think you should get a Switch.
if and when I do get a job,
I think you should get a Switch.
He said,
I don't think for the Nintendo games that you don't like because I don't think if you don't like those games you don't like those games, and it just is what it is. But
nature.
for the games that you probably wouldn't play anywhere else, like an indie that you might
Super
just
Smash
download,
Brothers, I've heard,
Smash
yeah.
Brothers, or even like if you found like an indie game that you just wanted to play on the go, like
I don't play indie games.
were you
You don't play indie games?
you weren't here? Were you here last week?
Indie games be fun, bro.
You were here last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying that was the best flight I ever had
Which one?
when I went to Philly.
You told me. Yeah, I don't play indie
Just-
games.
just have it-
I
just-
tried playing.
Just having the Switch with me on the plane.
Limbo.
was
I tried
dope.
playing Limbo. Didn't finish that. It's a great game, but I didn't finish
Good
it.
game. I don't.
Yeah.
Journey. Never finished it. Beautiful game.
Yeah,
Journey's
Weird.
It's got to be in a moment.
weird game.
I just don't play indie games.
Yep.
Well,
But that's it. That's all we got for this week, guys.
that's all we got.
Remember, we're Kickback Games.
It's just a bunch of crazy guys.
Don't listen. Oh, God.
having
know,
a crazy time.
We're a weekly podcast. You know, hopefully we'll get some videos soon. We're still our infancy stage. You know, we're getting better. We're getting better with this audio though. You know, follow us on Instagram. I don't remember what it is. That's where Rafa stands. It's like KCK, BCK Games, something like that. Shit.
Is there a Z in there?
I don't know, man.
just look it up on the YouTube.
Check the last show.
Yeah, check the last show or check
That
YouTube
sounds-
while you're there. And it's
Give us, I gotta
That
figure out what it is.
Really horrible.
Wow,
But
that was great.
Go
I email, Twitter.
Yeah, go ahead. Give us a
Kickbackgames101@gmail.com. If you
Yeah.
want to hit us up, that's KICKBACKGAMES101
You-
at gmail.com.
Yeah,
All
man.
feedback
Like,
is
subscribe, all that. We know nobody's really watching these yet.
and
feedback is
Listen,
welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Eventually,
No.
when people come back and when we get hot, right? And people come back in like 2 years, because we're not gonna get hot for like 2 years. So in like 2 years when we get hot, right? They don't come back and watch this video. Fuck y'all.
Oh, and I did peep the Insta. It's KCKBCKGAMES. By the way,
Oh, cool. We got it.
Future
We got it.
reference.
We
Future
got it.
reference.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
so-
we're Kickback
right.
Games. I'm Peyton. Who's next?
I'm Jay.
I'm Brandon.
Manye, just a bunch of crazy guys.
Shut the fuck up.
Like he said that because he forgot his name.
Just trying to embody Rafa. He's not here. You didn't make one dick joke, so.
Sorry.
All right, well, that's enough of that.
And we're going to cut it.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Later.
Peace.